Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your reading for July 2020. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. You may have planets in the sign of Sagittarius. You may be in love with the Sagittarius cross-watching. You were intuitively guided to the channel and you may not be a Sagittarius. Or you could have Sagittarius in your chart somewhere. You just may not realize it, and that's why you resonate. But I always trust that my guides will, I know that my guides will bring whoever needs to hear the message to the reading. So welcome everyone. We're going to go ahead and just get right into your reading. We're going to start with the major arcanas. I know a lot of you cross-watch the video, so you know that these are giving us, how do I want to say it? They're giving us the base of what's going on. And then we'll bring a few other decks in. This is an intuitive tarot read. And what that means is I'll go for my intuition with my spirit guides. I always trust it. It doesn't let me down any longer. I shouldn't say any longer. With the World card just popped up. I always invite your guides of anyone who's going to come to the reading, no matter when, maybe it's a year from now, no matter when, to work with my guides, as long as they're all in the highest of energy and unconditional love. We're going to go ahead and accept the World card, even though we haven't cut them yet. We are going to take that. It talks about changes. It's usually asking you to end something so something new can begin. I love the world energy because this is the energy of spirituality. And Sagittarius, you know, you have a beautiful intuition. If you can't feel it, then you know that you're operating from the opposite end of the spectrum, so to speak. So, but I've been getting the World card for a lot of people, or a lot of readings, so I have a feeling we're all just going through some changes, going through the eclipse season. And let's see, we'll take a couple more. Turn it this way. By the way, it's Monday. Very humid out. It looks like it's gonna, I have a feeling before this reading ends, we're going to be in a thunderstorm, which I enjoy. We have the Emperor, potential Aries. This Emperor is looking right at the World card. For some of you, this is talking about new employment, working for a new boss, potentially you becoming the boss. We have temptation. No, we don't. Temptation. We have temperance, which is your card. It's weird I said temptation. And then we have the Justice card, card of Libra. So let's look at this for a second before we move on. We have temperance, which talks about divine timing. Something that comes to you in the right time, when it can be, when person, can be fully utilized, let's say. Emperor staring right at the World card again, and I'm really feeling the element of spirituality within this. And then I have Justice at the end of this. So Justice, when it shows up in a reading, first thing it wants to talk about is making you whole again, right? It's finding balance within oneself. But I feel like it's more about the world, you know, things happening to you, things that have happened to you. I could certainly be talking about a karmic cycle that you've been through, but, you know, that's coming to an end. So if you feel like you've been in this karmic cycle of lessons, answers, and lessons, and answers, and lessons, I don't want to say the learning comes to an end because we're constantly learning. That's how we expand through our experiences, our wisdom. And the Emperor is the wise one, right? So something, coming to an end so that you can begin something new. Many of you, I feel like, again, it's either a promotion, it is you yourself becoming a boss, whether it's of your own business or in a company. And I feel like it's something I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for it, right? Because temperance, what's the first thing temperance wants to teach us is patience. So we have to learn to have patience, especially Sagittarius, right? I have to learn to be patient for the things that I ask for, if they're of true quality. I am noticing this wedding ring around, well, it's a halo, but it looks like a wedding ring around Temperance's head, or above Temperance's head, with Justice right next to that. Some of you, this is the end, like a divorce is finalizing. It's coming to an end. It feels like freedom. Even if you didn't initiate it, I feel like, sometimes we go through these hard things in relationships. Um, and, someone can break up with us and we think it's the end of the world, right? But truly, what's happening, especially here with temperance involved, is it just talks about someone better suited for you coming in, a position within work better suited for you. Running a business, maybe better suited for you. So there's a lot of different elements. We have the Strength card on the bottom of the deck. We could say potential Leo. I really don't like to put the sign with these major arcanas, only because I feel often they're more about the energy here. So let's go ahead and bring out our next deck. This is what I call the meat and potatoes of the reading. If I'm looking at signs as it stands right now, we have Libra, we have Sagittarius, we have Aries, and we have Leo. So we have all the fire signs out. And let's continue. All right, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So for many of you, this is about how you earn your money. We have the Three of Pentacles, collaboration. We have the Six of Wands. That's kind of beautiful as it relates to your money again, because this is people seeing your perspective of something. Like if I'm selling something, if I'm I don't know, if I'm selling something, I feel like people see the point, they see the importance that I'm trying to put out. Certainly can be collaborating with another, and what I love about the Three of Pentacles is it talks about, as I, like if I enter into a group, if I'm doing a collaboration, it talks about staying my unique self. It is my uniqueness that adds to the Three of Pentacles. When if I have to pretend I'm someone else, or, I'm covering up who I am, then I don't want to say can't be successful. Of course you can still be successful, but not to the point that you're able to. So again, we open with the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles talks about, if I'm willing to put in the work, then it will benefit me greatly. It's also about being willing You know, if I'm going into, let's say, a different position with different people, or if I'm collaborating with someone, this talks about, you know, the work, being willing to walk into something as the apprentice, right? So I have the interest for it. Now I need the knowledge to match that. Um, because whatever I focus on at the Eight of Pentacles is what I will bring about. I have the opportunity of becoming the master, a master of my field, if I keep my focus there. So I feel like there's a lot of learning going on. I feel like there's a lot of movement in how you make your money. Some of you may, again, be finalizing a divorce and therefore, you know, maybe going into the workforce. It doesn't even have to be a divorce. Some of you may just be entering the workforce. Again, I feel like saying again. So maybe you took time off to raise your children or what have you. You know, but the Pentacles to me is about the craft. It's about my craft. It's about what I'm good at. It's about me developing what I am good at already. Sometimes I have to find them. Sometimes they're hidden. Um, you know, it reminds me of, like, you know, like a child who picks up a guitar and is getting a lesson, and all next thing you know, like, they master that guitar. Well, it's kind of like one of God's gifts to you, I feel. So, anyways, whatever you're doing through this, other people are definitely listening to you. Other people are seeing your perspective. And I feel like even if I'm going to my boss about something, them seeing my perspective. Because now it seems like people looking up to you. You have that capability of, or you will be at that point where people are listening to what you have to say. They feel there's importance to what you have to say. We have the Nine of Cups. Hello. Falling under Temperance. All good things are worth waiting for. This is self-fulfillment. So I love how we open with the Eight of Pentacles. It's about your craft, what you want to put in this world, build in this world. And listen, sometimes we have to bring other people in. Maybe they don't stay forever, but maybe they come in, give us the knowledge we need, give us the missing link, and then we continue on, right? But the Nine of Cups is just talking about self-fulfillment. It is having your emotional house in order, and I kind of love that for you. We have the Two of Pentacles, so this is a question, a decision. We have the Queen of Swords. She was on the bottom of the deck before I cut the deck. Potential Aries, no, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have the Empress. And then we have the Ten of Wands. I just have to say, I get this all the time. But why wouldn't I? Because we're so like-minded, right? This is why we're pulled, you and I are pulled together, because we're like-minded. We have like energy. We're on similar paths, different destinations perhaps, but similar paths. So, because this is talking about you potentially talking about your journey, you know, and not the easy part of your journey, the things that you have gone through, right? What has brought you to the Empress energy. Let's talk about the Empress for a second, because we have the Emperor and the Empress. I don't know if I feel them as a couple, maybe. For some of you, this could be, you know, who I divorce. Though I don't, I mean, that's possible. But I feel like the Emperor looking at the World card means that I'm part of this change in your life. So we'll see. I mean, potentially they could be talking about these two people coming together to do work in the world. But nonetheless, the Empress, she would be described as a very strong character, potentially powerful, right? but she is also very loving, nurturing, empathetic, compassionate. Why? Because she has walked the journey. She has walked in your shoes type of energy. She's walked the journey of all the queens, and therefore she has a lot of wisdom to pull on. So I do feel like some of you are going to be speaking in some way communicating about your own journey, and I feel like it's received very well in the world. So if you have any fear of that, I feel like it brings you to self-satisfaction is what it does. And then the Two of Pentacles over here, can I fit it in my world? Do I want it in my world? Their back is kind of turned to the ships that are coming in. But I feel in here, they know they're coming. They know the potential of them coming, right? There's one wave that seems to be before them. This isn't a card of fear, by the way. This is, do I want it in my life? This is clear-minded, I feel. Do I want it in my life? Can I fit it in my life? Am I willing? Do I want to take these changes? This is the juggler, but having no problems juggling, right? I have no problems juggling all this. Oh, that goes up there. So if we're opening up something new with how you make your money, using your creativity, being unique, keep your uniqueness there, front and center, right? People seeing things your way. What's changing? Well, we have the World card, and then we have the Ten of Wands. So, this path, the Ten of Wands, I often feel like I'm carrying a lot of burdens, right? But I do so because I feel responsible to do so. Sometimes, yes. Sometimes, we can fall in a trap where we're taking care of, let's say, others. That this can be in love, this can be in your family, this can be in your work, where we feel a sense of responsibility towards them. But sometimes we have to let that go also and let them find their own way, their own path in the world, so to speak. So I just have to say, I feel like a wave of being in a karmic time and then it coming to an end. It's like, here's the reward, so to speak. But you've always had this. We have the Six of Cups and we have the Six of Swords. Interesting. So I do feel like for some of you, this is talking about, sorry, I thought I saw an ant, but it wasn't an ant. Anyway, for some of you, I do feel like this is talking about leaving the homestead, so to speak. I have the Ten of Wands, which goes into the Six of Cups. So let's talk about the Six of Cups, because we have the Nine of Cups right above it. Nine of Cups, or the Six of Cups, is about happy memories of an earlier time. It can certainly talk about love. It can certainly talk about family. The image is kind of innocent love. That's what it feels like, innocent love. And it brings you a sense of happiness, but nonetheless, I feel like there's been burdens that you've had to carry due to that. And then we come to the Six of Swords. So above it with the Two of Pentacles, the question, right? Six of Swords. Can I put down the swords? The Six of Swords talks about anything that's toxic in my life, whether that be people, substance, anything that is not, that doesn't fit with my energy. Six of Swords is about letting it go. The World card would also tell us that, right? Again, leaving something behind so something new can open. The Strength card is about courage. And about overcoming, right? The opportunity to overcome, and then do whatever it become. As I overcome, I gain that wisdom, I gain that lesson. So I feel like for some of you, your decision, listen, you may be deciding whether to accept a job offer that you may have to move for. However, it is of, it's of your dreams, or it's what will fulfill you. Some of you, it's a lover. We have the Queen of Swords over here. So for some of you, you may be walking away from a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have Libra in her major arcana up there. And I feel for those people, it's more like of a divorce, of a breakup. And it's just talking about, where are you happiest at when it relates to energy? When you're in the Nine of Cups. When you feel fulfilled. It's important for you to have that feeling, right? At the Ten of Wands next to the Six of Cups, and I feel like what this is talking about, and some of you, I feel like you may have been taking care of a mother also. And what was I going to say? I don't know. But I'm just getting this feeling of a mother saying, "Don't forget about your inner child. Your inner child." I feel like we have some mothers in spirit here also, and I feel like the mothers I have today um, were very good mothers. What do I mean by that? I mean, they ran a happy home. They ran a happy home, and I feel like they are in spirit, and they want you to have complete fulfillment. And it's not even about a partner here. I feel like this is more about yourself, right? Yourself. You may have been hanging on to the heaviness of losing this person, but it feels like now is the time, like opportunity is about to arise. So I've got to think about that too. I don't want to keep myself, well, my nose is really itchy. And to me, there's definitely a sign of spirit around me. All right, let's leave that like that for a second. We have the Princess of Swords. I often feel in this deck the prince is about learning how to handle their, I was going to say weapon, but their sword, right? Their swords talks about how I speak in the world, my communication, all of that, learning to balance myself through my communication. Because I have the princess here on the bottom of the deck, but then we have the queen here. So I feel like, again, mastering. Again, what? Well, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So something that where other people are looking to you, let's say for advice. How? Because you've been there. It's really quite that simple. Because you've been there. Because you've walked in their shoes. Don't think all hard lessons aren't meant to be. Many times it's so that we can help others. But I feel like this allows you the freedom. For Nine of Cups, I feel like it's a sense of freedom. This allows you the freedom to choose what you want to do. But more than that, I feel like a lot of you are really starting to find out what you're really good at. And I feel like there's quite a few things. But there's, each individually, you're finding out, I feel like, what you really are good at. What brings you, just say a sense of joy, but it's not always joy, a sense of satisfaction. at the end of the day, with the Emperor on the bottom of the deck. All right, let's go a little deeper. We're going to start with the major arcanas. We have the Three of Swords coming over the World card. So, definitely the energy of that ending, right? That's hurt, that's pain, sadness, right? It's feeling almost like being stabbed in the back, but it can be the sense of losing someone, losing something. It's just, it's a tough energy. It's definitely a tough energy. But coming over the World card, I kind of love that what it's saying is that's able to come to an end. So, like, if I've been mourning someone, perhaps my mother, perhaps my father, this is saying, they themselves don't want you to stay in a state of sadness. Um, your journey on this earth is not over, right? There's still work for you to be done, for you to do. And I don't always mean like physical work. Sometimes it's just your energy in the world, your experiences in this world. So your work is not over. Theirs is, but just for this lifetime, right? Just for this lifetime. And, I feel like I need to say also that, I hear often Spirit saying that, this lifetime is going to go by like that. It goes by like that. I'm 59 years old, and some days I'm like, how I can't believe I'm 59 years old, right? It just felt like yesterday I was 29 years old. So it does go by very quickly, and our guides want us to know that. Why? So that we take chances, so that we seek adventure, um, so that we can grow spiritually, and definitely are as you enter into the World card. By the way, the Three of Swords over the world, to me, feels like the ability to be able to connect with those that have gone before me, those that I have loved, right? But it's also telling me that they are part of this next journey. Let's keep going. We have the Two of Cups. We have the Princess of Pentacles, potential Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. We have the Chariot, card of Cancer, and I love that it's coming over Temperance, divine timing. I feel like what your guides are saying is after this period of pain, however and whatever caused it, then we have the Two of Cups. Two of Cups to me is about a soulmate. It's soulmate type energy. Doesn't always have to be love, but they certainly, every deck I have, it's portrayed as love. It looks like love. Looks like it's meant to be type energy. The Princess of Pentacles next to that, she is someone who is seeking a path of knowledge. Why? To grow her pentacles, right? But it's her curiosity also. And Temperance bringing out the Chariot means that, the period that we, if we've been waiting for something, or if we just been in a heavy karmic time, the Chariot is a beautiful, first of all, well, it's a beautiful energy of movement forward. In the sky, well, there is no limit. There's no limit to where you can take this. It's really up to you. And then we have the Chariot with justice, touching justice. So both of them speak about balance, finding the balance within ourselves. Some of you, it feels like divine masculine, divine feminine. This can be talking about finally coming together. We have the Seven of Cups. So Seven of Cups is needing to make a choice. I don't need to make a choice. My choice could be I make no choice. Um, but I have to say, with it coming over Justice, you know, I feel like a lot of you have been having a hard time making decisions about certain things, perhaps certain people. And I feel like what this is talking about is, you know, maybe due to these karmic cycles, your intuition got a little cloudy. Because the Seven of Pentacles, I'm having a hard time choosing here. All the cups look okay. Um, and I have a little worry here that I'm gonna choose the wrong cup. So what does this say? This is saying if I'm afraid to make choices, then I need to look at my energy. Am I balanced, right? Is the masculine and the feminine within me balanced? It may be calling for some of you. You need to be the emperor, right? You need to have that um, belief in yourself. I feel like some of you have been questioning whether to divorce someone or not. Why are you questioning? I feel like you want to, um, but the unknown is a little fearful. Am I making the right choice? You can't really make a wrong choice because your soul is here to experience. Um, I grew up believing that marriage should be, you should just marry one person, right? For the rest of your life, no matter what. But as I've aged and as I've been through relationships, I now understand that people give us different experiences. We have different experiences with different people. So I've learned not to judge relationships of the past any longer. And I've learned that sometimes you do need to move on. Sometimes things have come to as far as I can take it, right? Oh, my nose is so itchy. Um, so don't feel bad. Don't feel bad if your desire is to be here, but you're physically over here. Don't feel bad that you want to be over here. That can be your soul calling you also. Your soul saying, there's more. There's more. And then we have the Eight of Wands. So we're going to take that with the Seven of Cups. Eight of Wands is very fast-moving energy. The Chariot is fast-moving energy. Temperance is the opposite. It's slow-moving energy until it is time. Well, the World card tells me it is time, right? It's time. It's time to make a change. So whatever changes are coming for you, it feels very good. I feel like where I've had a hard time making decisions, the energy, this could be talking about like Mercury retrograde. I think there was, 6 planets in retrograde. We have eclipse season. It's a hard time to make a decision. Um, and that decision I'm looking now at the Chariot, so it may be in the Cancer season, which we're coming very close to. So the Cancer season may be the time when a lot of you are making changes, making moves, making some physical moves also. Some of you may be moving back to your hometown, and I feel like some of you are moving away. I can't stop itching my nose. All right, let's keep going. Well, hello, Fool. Fool is about taking a chance. The Fool is about clear energy with 6 of swords down here, and that is about leaving the toxicity, however it shows itself in your life, leaving it behind because it just has no place in your future. So the Fool is willing to take a chance. Why? Because I'm not hanging on to regret. I'm not hanging on to sorrow. We opened with that, but it's time to let it go. Um, this is about taking a chance for yourself, on yourself, in your abilities. Learning about who you are, but this is a new path. Even if it's in the same place, something new is developing. We have the Ten of Wands. We have the Six of Wands. Interesting. We have the Six of Wands over the Six of Wands. With the Three of Pentacles here also, I do feel like for some of you, it's the collaboration. It's funny, and it's touching the Emperor. And I almost feel like, I feel the Emperor as someone who has your back. Whether this be in love or it be in work. And I'm saying that because I have the Two of Cups above the Emperor. Now, when I say the Emperor, I don't want you to just think Aries. This is someone who has grown greatly in their life. This is someone who has had a lot of experiences, both good and bad, in their life. This is someone who I can now look up to. If they're in the upright, they rule their kingdom with love and compassion, same as the Empress. So if this is relating to love, I feel like this is about two people understanding each other's perspective now, seeing each other's perspective. Now, if that can happen, that would certainly put us in the Chariot energy, which is balance, right? Divine masculine, divine feminine. I don't know why I added the word divine. It doesn't have to be. It's masculine and feminine. Coming together, working together type of thing. And some of you, this is your father who's trying to help you. And I'm saying that because my nose is just, I can tell like on what cards where spirit is talking. And some of you may have felt like your father was your soulmate. This can be a big brother. This can be like a friend, someone that I definitely looked up to. And I feel like they're here on your side to help you, right? To help you bring in. I feel like you're learning a lot about that also. We have the Prince of Swords coming over the Nine of Cups. Potential, we've got some thunder going on. Potential Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Can be of a younger time too. Look at this, we have the Prince of Cups. Some of you may be choosing between two people. I feel like for a few of you, there's this separation of a committed relationship of what was, whether that be through marriage or we lived together or, we just made a commitment. And I do feel like, you may have in some way been, I want to say injured. It doesn't feel like the right word, but to someone it is. But I do feel the energy of leaving one, perhaps for, no, let me say this again. I feel like, because you're the one who's watching, and I feel like you were in a committed relationship. They hurt you. And they hurt you, I don't want to say radically, but they hurt you, right? They hurt you. But yet I feel like you did stay. I do feel like you stayed because the Ten of Wands keeps coming up, and the Ten of Wands is, again, connected to that Three of Swords. So you stayed out of a sense of responsibility. But yet at the same time, the Three of Pentacles, three to me feels like freedom, like being set free, right? Starting something new within the three. So I feel like some of you, wow, maybe you were going through the separation process. I feel like somebody new enters in. Now, this can be someone new from a younger age, right? Someone, sorry, my nose. Someone I knew of, you know, in yesteryear, because over the Prince of Cups, and the Prince of Cups is about an offer coming to you, an emotional offer, something that should fulfill you. Well, both these princes are over the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups number one talks about independent. It's an independent energy. So then we have the Two of Cups, making a decision about this offer that comes in. Let's keep going. We have the Seven of Swords. We have the Princess of Swords. And we have the Seven of Wands. Let's bring this down a little bit. Let's look at the Seven of Swords. First of all, I want to say, first thing I'm thinking of seven. Seven is about spiritual completion, right? We have the World, which talks about that. This tells me that many of you have been thinking about your spirituality, have been living more within that type of energy, still within this world. But here is, so I get that now. That may be for you and also someone else, because with the Two Cups right there, that's entering into the next chapter of your life. The Seven of Swords next to this offer makes me a little leery. Can I trust it? Matter of fact, we have the Seven of Cups right above it. Can I trust this energy? I do feel like for many of you, this was of an earlier time, because I have the Princess of Swords down here, and I feel now I'm going to ask Spirit, please stop at the nose. Anyway, if I look at the Princess of Swords, she's coming now directly over the Queen of Swords. So we know this is of yesteryear, of today. All right, so who I am today, who I was then. So I feel like, especially with the Six of Cups here, some of you do have someone that you have good memories about, loving memories about re-entering your life. This happens all the time. It's in almost every reading I do. But why wouldn't it be, right? Because, we, and I don't feel like it has to do with this person up here with the Three of Swords. I feel like you guys have had a lot of growth in your life. A lot of growth, and it did not come easy. Okay. We have the Five of Wands. Look at that, coming over the Ten of Wands. So immediately it splits it down in half, right? So I'm at the 10, now I'm at the 5. Again, the energy. I'm feeling like if there's someone that I loved, and, this can be you making an offer to someone also. Don't forget that. But if there's someone that I loved romantically, and I truly wanted them to come back into my life. And we got to remember one thing. They have free will. You have free will. So we can't change someone's free will, right? But we can certainly send out positive energy towards it. Don't send out negative. Send out positive if it's what you want. I feel the energy, again, of soulmate energy with these two. I can almost tell you what may have happened previously, and it feels like where one gave more than the other. It didn't seem 50-50. It didn't seem 100-100. It didn't seem fair. You know, and I'm talking about towards the end. Look at this with the Ten of Pentacles. Oh my God, we have the Ten of Cups. We have the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. You know, Sag, there's certain signs that I know, you know, I want to know more about my money than I want to know about love. This seems to be covering it all because I feel like we have the opportunity of a new love coming into our life, whether this is someone from the past or someone brand new. What this is showing us is the potential of this, right? The potential of the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. I don't know what more we could ask for within a relationship. We have the Four of Cups. We have the World, and look at this, and we have the Wheel. It reminds me of, I forget, I think it was Libra's reading where, and you have a lot of Libra in this reading, where we were doing it again. We were coming back together again. But it felt in every way the right, like, you know, the potential just felt beautiful. I have to say, I feel the same in this reading. And why I'm saying that as it relates to love is because you've had a lot of growth, right? You've put in the work. You have grown. It's showing us over and over the growth from, you know, for yourself. This is self growth, you know, soul growth, let's say. And when I have that, I act different in the world. We have the Emperor and the Empress. So we have a lot of princesses and princes. But then we move into their full-grown character, let's say. So this is a time of destiny. This wheel, or I'm sorry, the world connected to the wheel, with the Chariot is talking, and the Eight of Wands is telling me that once things start to move, they're going to move quickly. I do feel like for you, it's during Cancer season. Which is very soon. I mean, it is very soon. So, what is destined in your life, and what, you know, something can be destined in my life, but I have to live up to the potential of it. So, what it's showing as it relates to love, that you definitely have the potential with this next offer, let's say, of eventually going the whole way to the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups, to me, it does, especially with the Ten of Pentacles, it does feel like this potentially is the person that I will spend my life with. And, you know, I feel like for some of you, you may be moving, and through that move is where you find this Two of Cups, where you find love entering your life. That can be someone new, or someone coming back. I don't know. But what I do know is, for those who are moving, I feel like it's a very good thing for you. And as work goes, I don't want you to forget that what seems in this reading to make you truly successful is your past experiences. I don't feel you could have the success that I feel like you will have now if you haven't had certain experiences. Maybe not all of them, but probably all of them. You know, there's a lesson in everything. There's an opportunity to grow within every lesson also. So with the Fool and the Eight of Pentacles, we're starting anew. even if it's just my career or my whole life. We're starting anew. My previous experiences are what helps me and helps the world to see me for who I truly am. Real quick, as it relates to love, I just want to say I feel like two people now having the opportunity to understand each other's perspective, where before it might have been that push and pull, push and pull. Maybe, I did say divine masculine and divine feminine, so if this is anything to do with the twin flame, though I feel like everybody holds a mirror up to us, but especially a twin. This would be, if it was an earlier time, well, we didn't quite get it. That mirror came up and it shocked me and things happened and I didn't understand that it was showing me, giving me the opportunity to work through these things of myself, right? Bringing myself to this spiritual level in my life. I'm trying to think. I feel like that's kind of where I should leave it. Um, you know, again, the wheel is touching this Six of Cups, someone of the past, right? But now, what the Six of Cups brings out is the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. So, definitely changes within people, growth. I think that's why we see the prince and the princesses, um, because of the growth that we've had from them, from then until now. Major soul growth, spiritual growth, no doubt. Some of you are using this within a spiritual based business, and it's about learning, learning, learning. I feel like if that is you, you just naturally want to learn. I also like this energy for, let's say I'm going to college and I'm taking a course that I'm not really familiar with. This tells me that I can comprehend um, things much clearer. I can comprehend, I can take it in, understand it, and it stay with me. So, Sagittarius, you're on a destined path that's about to begin, right? Everything is predestined, so to speak, but this is about the next chapter of it, right? Some of you, it's a divorce. It may be painful, but I'm telling you, there's a lot of blessings coming your way if you allow yourself, right? You've got to be open to this also. If you're not open to it, then I don't know. I feel like spirit reads it as like not yet, right? That's why temperance is here in its divine timing. Why? Because divine wants this to be all that it can be, and here is all it can be, whether it is money or whether it is love. The Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, with the wheel and the world connected to it. Now I think I'm going to leave it there, because ultimately, the decision will be yours. We can't, I can't say, oh yeah, absolutely, you will be together because two people have free will. I can't say that absolutely you will join other people to collaborate because the choice will be yours, right? And you are faced with these choices. But I feel for the majority of you, you're going to feel the benefit of starting this new path with the Fool over the Eight of Pentacles. It tells me it'll work out. Listen, with the Fool over the Eight of Pentacles, this tells me that how something will grow will depend on me and my energy. If I'm bringing my past regrets, my past sorrows, my past anger, all that with me into the next chapter, then it won't look as pretty. It just won't. Doesn't mean that that job offer won't be there, but you may not resonate with it as well as you could, right? The full, clear energy. clean, clear energy. The releasing of anything that holds me down. Sagittarius, you were not meant to be held down. That's just a fact. So, and when are these changes happening? Again, I feel like the Cancer. Look at that. We have Cancer right next to the Seven of Cups, which is also Cancer. And then we go right into the Eight of Wands. So that's when things are happening fast. So this is what I think is going to happen. I think in the Cancer season, opportunities are going to show themselves. Now, we have to be able to open ourselves to this, okay? Opportunities start to show themselves. We either say yes or we say no. I feel with the Fool here, many of you are saying yes. And then things move very quickly because we go from the Cancer into the Leo season in fast type of energy. I feel like someone is going into a training period, perhaps from July, and it may last till October. I don't know. I feel that for someone. Okay, guys, I'm going to pick this up, and I want to do an oracle card. It's funny, I feel like this reading has only been like 10 minutes long, and I look down, and it's already been an hour. It just doesn't feel like an hour. So, maybe that is what they're talking about. Time flying, right? Time keeps on ticking. I haven't done a past life reading in a while. I think we're due for one of those. Alright, let's do our oracle card for divine advice. We have Faith. It's the name of my granddaughter. I miss her. Faith. And we have Inner Child. But I have to tell you, it's reverse. And I don't hardly ever look at an oracle card in reverse. But I feel like for some of you, this is just saying that, you know, your inner child may need you. But we'll read. And let's start with Faith. The question that you're asking involves a situation that is testing your faith. Nonetheless, this card indicates that more faith is needed. Everything will resolve itself in a divinely ordered way over time, even if presently no situation or no solutions are in sight. I feel like that is exactly why Temperance showed up in your reading. Prayers are often answered in unexpected ways, as will be the case for this situation. Leave it in the hands of God, who in his infinite wisdom already knows how to resolve everything. God, Mother Mary, and the angels can see your future, and it is bright. Have faith, dear one, so that you can enjoy each present moment on your pathway to your beautiful tomorrow. And they're not kidding when we see the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. Inner child. Mother Mary watches over all children, including the child who always resides within each adult. This card comes to you as a reminder to care for your inner child, who is crying out for attention. If you're only working and not having fun, This part of you begins to feel neglected and sad. This is a message for you to create time for amusement and play. Your inner child also craves attention. If you've been overly critical of yourself lately, he or she may feel shame or depression. Forgive yourself, as Mother Mary forgives you for what you think you've done or not done. Learn from any mistakes instead of holding on to self-destructive guilt. Right this moment, please reassure your inner child that you love her or him. And I feel that was perfect because I did feel for some of you it was like the inner child calling out for you. I feel like the inner child, also think about innocence and um, taking those chances, right? Taking those chances. Why? Because I've just forgiven. I forgive myself. I forgive those. Doesn't that mean I have to call them and tell them I forgive them? I'm just forgiving the action. I'm forgiving and I'm trying to forget about it. Why not? Right? Why not? And then faith. I love that that is here because it is about surrendering how something must be. Because with Temperance is saying, Temperance in your reading, is whatever she is putting together in her recipe is probably better than you could imagine with your human self. So beautiful. Faith and inner child. You guys, I love you so much. You know that. I feel your love, and I want to thank you for that. As always, I want to thank you for the support of my channel through your donations, through your comments, your likes, your subscribes, your sharing of the videos. In all ways, I want to thank you. I'm very, very grateful for all of you. And I feel like I need to say hang in there because I feel like changes are coming. They're coming soon, and once that change comes in, I feel like you're just going to be swept up in it, and it's going to, almost like put you in the right place. You always have the final say so, right? You can say no, you can say yes, but I feel like for what is coming for you, there's going to be a lot of yeses, right? We opened up with that world card, though, with the Three of Swords over it. So it is saying that, if nothing else, what that tells me, it's time to get out of that energy. It's time, um, you know, even if you've lost someone, and I've lost, a lot of people, especially my son, but not to keep yourself in the state of mourning. We all will pass one day, and I don't know. Like, we use the word death, but it's not really about a death, right? Because it's just the healing that happens after that. So anyway, I love you guys so much. Hang in there. Use your own experiences to help others, especially if it's in a business sense. Don't fear that. Like, don't fear that. Yeah, because I'm getting that a lot this month for those who have maybe a business like I do, where you're doing tarot, or you're doing where you have to trust the messages coming in. There goes my nose again. I just want you to truly trust that, right? And you can only do that if you have a clear mind, like the Fool, not hanging on to regret, not hanging on to all that pain and sorrow, and understanding that your soul is not done here. Your soul still wants to experience life in all formats, even sometimes hard situations, but truly where we seem to have the most growth is in the dark, um, right? Because we search at that point, we seek the light, right? We want to light the darkness up, and we have the capability of doing that, but it comes from within, and certainly praying, asking for help from your angels, your guides, from your God, that type of thing. Don't forget to ask, because I feel that they can't really step in until you allow, right? Because of your free will. So don't be afraid to ask, and don't be afraid to be yourself. Anyway, I love you guys. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.